All right, we are live for our what was going to be a tri-meet is now a quad meet. Pontiac got added. Normal Community, Normal West, Pekin, and Pontiac swim and dive at Normal West High School. I have alongside, well, my name's Tim Franz, first of all. I am part of the Wildcat Live team, and alongside me is Addie Williams. Welcome, Addie.
Thank you.
Last time you were with us, we were doing girls swim, the Big 12 conference swim meet.
Yep.
Do you remember who won that?
Community?
Nope. Champaign Centennial. Remember, they had a bunch of really, really solid swimmers.
I do remember that.
And they won it by quite a bit. I think
just had to jog my memory.
Yeah, it took me. I asked you that question, and I was in the back of my mind, like, all right, what happened? So this is just a quad meet. So this is your first ever quad meet.
Yep.
Basically, we'll have, I'm guessing we're going to have diving first, which I don't know a lot about. So we'll just kind of watch, and we'll put the cameras on the divers. There'll be a diving board that will unfortunately be in the way of our stream, but that's the way it goes. We'll maybe make a couple comments like, ooh, that was a good dive. And then we'll probably tell you the scores as well, although hopefully you'll be able to see the judges. The judges are always on the far side. So this is one of the greatest parts about swim is the cheers. And I don't know if you got to see that last time.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Didn't expect it to be so loud.
Yes, they get loud. I guess West's already done. That's pretty fast cheer. I'm guessing you'll see Normal Community get riled up here pretty soon. Oh, no, I don't think they've started. If I wasn't so tired from a long days of teaching, I'd move the camera over so they could see. So, Captain Josh Sunkel in the center. Love to get him excited.
Hey, who is those?
All right, I'm going to do a quick, I'm going to be out for a second. I'm going to make sure we don't have any fog on the lens. It's really warm up here.
It's a little humid.
We need more timers. So we will be back in a moment.
High school home of the Wildcats. This competition is against the high school. I'm in high school, Normal Community High School. In high school, we had Coach Christian, Coach Coach Captains Elias, and mascot Dragons. I mean, my Lucas, team captains are Owen and Brogan. And Heather Duda, head coach of the community, assistant coach Phil Brody, captains and Sarah, Ray, Lee, Ben, Ethan, and mascot is the Lion. Very own Jaxon Sunkel, senior here from the West, singing our national anthem, please rise and move your head. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming through our stripes and bright stars, through the perilous night, for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in, gave proof through the skies that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Looks like they are ready. Yeah. So what do you have to say about it?
Thomas and Ethan, David,
Okay, so our remote mics were off for some odd reason. I thought I turned them on. I had said a while ago that it was Josh Sunkel, senior Josh Sunkel doing the anthem. Talked about that, and then we talked about all your diving experience.
Yep. Which is none.
Nothing.
Yep.
So the officials are giving some instructions on diving. I'm going to see if I can't help the camera be a little brighter.
Ladies, first side, Jaxon 2, back on center top. I can get in 1.6.
And there was our first diver, I believe from Pekin.
Dive 201, back dive, straight position, DD 1.7.
So DD is degree of difficulty. I know that, 1.7. This is a Pekin diver. We don't have any information on these divers, unfortunately. We don't have a diver sheet, but I think I'm going to go down and take a picture of it.
Okay, that was our second diver from Pekin.
Pekin's first dive, dive 204, dive 2 somersaults, the top position, PD 1.8.
DD for this dive is 1.8. Believe this is Pontiac diving.
Stories. 5.5, 5.5. Jordan's first dive, 201 back dive, in straight position, DD is 1.7.
DD for this dive is 1.7. We have Pekin diving.
Stories, 6, 5.5. Pekin's first dive, dive 201 back dive, in straight position, DD 1.7.
DD for this dive is 1.7. I believe it's another Pekin diver.
Scores 7, 8, 7, 6.
766 for that dive. That's pretty good marks. I know that.
I think it's the best we've had so far.
That makes sense. So hopefully you can hear Coach Fudge announcing the divers.
Brady's second dive, dive 402, inboard 1 somersault in tuck position, DD 1.7.
I forgot that each diver is on a separate sheet, so I would have had to take 5 quick pictures, and so. That's an inward 1.5, I believe.
5, 6, 6.5, 6.5.
Looks like we got 2 6.5s and 1 6.
Thomas' the second dive, dive 103, forward 1.5 somersault in the tuck position, DD 1.3.
It's a little more of a difficult dive than the last one.
6. Sorry.
1.6, not 1.8. Good entry. I would say slightly under-rotated, but pretty good entry. I do watch diving in the Olympics. I enjoy it a lot. It's a very enjoyable thing. It's crazy what they can do.
Yeah.
And the confidence that they have, especially at the, I don't know what it's, I forget, there's 3 meter, and I don't know what that taller one, but a little over-rotated on that.
4. Join second dive. Dive 402, 1 somersault in top position, DD 1.4.
Two 4.5s and a 4 for that dive.
Turn second dive. Dive 203 back. 1 minute somersault position. DD 2.0.
So more difficult dive. So this was probably the guy who had the 6.5, 6.5, 7 last time.
Believe so, yes.
We're gonna find out here.
Yeah.
It appears that he's probably from Pekin,
Mhm.
I guess. Looking the red and the black swimsuit. I have a little over rotated there. That's probably going to be 5.5, 5.5.
Two 4.5s and a 5.
5, 1.5, 4, 1. Certain diving.
So I don't know if you noticed that he was rotating that wheel. Do you know what that does?
I can guess the height, maybe, or kind of like the angle.
It's where the fulcrum is. And so if it's closer to the end of the board, there will be less spring. If it's further from the end of the board, obviously it's going to be more flimsy, so there's more spring.
Makes
So I
sense.
did learn that, but it does make sense. And you can see with a diving board that is down
Mm-hmm.
that the amount of space where that fulcrum can change.
Yeah.
So if you put it all the way to the tip, then it's going to be a tighter board.
Do you know, like, if I'm trying to do big flip off the diving board, where I should adjust the diving board to, or is that beyond your knowledge?
That is a little beyond my knowledge, I would say. Looks like we do have some technical difficulties as athletic director Wes Temples came in. I don't know what is going on, but makes me a little nervous because we also have a basketball live stream and I have to announce the varsity basketball game. Originally, this meet was supposed to start at 4:30 and there was only supposed to be 3 teams. Pontiac got added.
Have a tight schedule.
Yeah, so for those of you who are viewing right now and hoping to see the full meet, especially now that we've got a delay going on, what is
Well, it's not a swim meet without a technical difficulty.
that is a good point. We are 2 for 2 this year on technical difficulties.
Yep.
So if you were forced to either be a swimmer or a diver, knowing that diving practice would be a lot of dives but not much swim, if any, and swimming practice would just be an hour and a half to 2 hours of just pure swim,
You know,
what would you choose?
I would go with diving.
You would go with diving.
I would go with diving.
I definitely would as well, even though I'd be a terrible diver, but I would not last.
I can't dive well off a diving board, but I can front flip off a diving board.
See, that's all you
So
need to do.
I'm a step ahead.
Although
really.
you are required to do, I
Dive.
think we do 6 dives,
Wow.
and I think there are like 5 required dives. Don't know if all 6 are required, but like you have to do a back dive, you have to do inverted dive.
I'd have to figure it out before I swim laps.
Well, you're a
Unfortunately.
junior,
Yeah.
so you could.
Yeah.
You got 1 more year.
No, I'm busy with
You're in
golf.
golf during the fall, so
Yeah.
yes.
So I
So
don't think.
how many returning golfers will there be next year?
Let's see. We only had 1 senior this year.
Okay.
So,
Who
and
was
then
that?
Emma Sheeler.
Okay. Eva Bankston.
We have Eva Bankston,
Obviously Beer Bomb.
Maddie Beerbaum,
Williams.
of course. There was another girl named Madison on the team. I'm not sure if she'll be returning or not.
What year was she?
I believe she's a junior.
Okay.
Aaliyah.
Okay.
Can't think of her last name. She's a sophomore. Don't think she'll be returning.
So how many girls were on the team? I'm sorry.
7?
Back.
Oh. Back to diving.
7.
That dive got a 6, a 6, and a 5.5.
I always find it interesting in looking at the judges, and sometimes the judge is a full point off. And so I always wonder, is that just saw something that and no one else did?
Yeah. Or they're
Or
pickier.
didn't see some, or are they pickier, or is there a certain type of dive they don't like?
Wonder, how do you get into dive judging?
That is a good question. I wonder how many of those are actually ex-divers or dive coaches. And our dive coach typically does
Or
not.
maybe it's the same as like an umpire or a ref type thing.
Well, both of the guys that are in the white, they're official. They're swim officials, and so they're also obviously officiating the dive portion. So, what are we doing? One dive and then 10-minute break? Is that the plan?
It's what it
We're
seems
gonna be
like.
here for a long time.
Cut in and out between the basketball game and the swim meet.
That's a lot of work. I think I'll take the swim workout instead of that. Going
Instead
up
of
and
running
down
back
the
and forth.
bleachers.
Yeah.
I wonder how the swimmers feel right now because they warmed up and now they're having to stick
Yeah.
around and do nothing. And I know for my son, that's not going to be good for him.
Yeah.
He likes to swim within 10 or 15 minutes of his warm up. If
Makes
at all
sense.
possible.
Yeah.
So, do you have any idea what they're working on?
I really don't know what's going on.
Let's ask Mr. Odlin. Mr. Odlin, do we know what the holdup is here?
What is the question?
Do we know what the holdup is, what we're waiting on?
Injured. So they're doing a little first aid on it. Something minor, he just walked back. We're ready to go.
Got it. Thank you. That's why I asked you. So we obviously cannot see that because we're blinded by the.
Right. Have the.
So, a little minor injury. Maybe our athletic director act as our trainer.
Well, he can do it all.
Yes, he is a jack of all trades.
I do think.
Under rotated there.
Yeah. Had a 4, 4, and a 3.5.
That's one of those dives that I'm sure he's like, I gotta hit that.
Dive 402, inward, one somersault is a jump position.
There are our trainers against the wall, so our trainers did come. Looks good.
Scores on that dive was a 6, 5.5, and a 7.
Again, that's a 1.5 points. Is a pretty big difference.
Remember the last basketball game I went to, the trainers had to wipe up some blood on the
Yes.
court.
Yes, there's quite a bit of it.
Yeah.
I think it was coming from
Mason A. Slinger, yep.
And he was just kind of protecting that. Didn't want anyone to know because he didn't want to go out.
On that dive, we have
Good dive.
5.5, 5, and a 6.
I think most of the fans are waiting for a 6-7 somewhere in there. Sure.
I'm sure.
Good dive.
Looks pretty good to me. Got a 2 7s and a 6 on that one.
I
think that might be our-
7.
There you go. I think that might be our highest score.
Yeah. Yep. 2 7s.
124.
What's it? Is dive 4 for each?
In that dive, we have 2 5s and a 5.5.
Thomas is one side, dive 02, reverse, one somersault, without position, position 126.
So Normal West had 2 divers last year.
Did they
None of them
graduate?
graduated.
Oh.
And both of them just decided not to dive this year, which was a little disappointing because they both did really well. Jonah Burke, he was really solid in that.
Doesn't look like the judges are going to score that one.
Yeah, just not. Trying to decide whether that was a qualifying dive. I think. So, okay, so it was a qualifying dive, but the points show that obviously there was something that he did not do. Anyway, Hoyt Carter, I don't know if you know, Hoyt means junior. He was a diver last year for the first time ever and really did a pretty solid job. But one of the things when you are diving is that's considered an event. So let's wait for this dive here.
High degree of difficulty there.
I don't think he quite completed the dive as he was supposed to. Anyway, so if you're in high school swim, you're allowed 2 individual events and 2 relays.
Okay.
Or 1 individual event and 3 relays. Hardly anyone ever does that. But if you dive in sectionals, that is considered one of your events. So then you're only allowed to swim 1 other event, plus the 2 relays. So
Gotcha. Is diving scored completely separate from the rest of the?
it is.
Okay.
I don't think actually, although, to be honest, I think it might count towards the team total. But like, if to advance, you have to win the sectional for any event, including diving. And then out of any diver who doesn't win, or it might be top 2, potentially. I think it might be top 2. And then all the other people, swimmers, are then put in, and the highest scores out of everyone that didn't feel in the top 2 also advance.
30 round 5, Brody, dive 104, forward, 2 somersaults in top position, DB 2.2. Scores 5, 5, 5, 5. Summits, dive 202, fast, 1 somersault, tight position, 127.
That one, it looks like we have 5.5, 4.5, and another 4.5.
302, reverse dive, one somersault in height position 1.7.
That one, it looks like. Looks like on that dive we have all 5.5s.
Scores 5.5, 5.5, 5.5. During sit dive,
They like yell something like bingo or something like that when they're all doing the same, but these guys aren't into it as much.
Scores.
Looks like 2 6s and a 6.5. It's hard to see with that diving
Yes,
board
it
in
is.
front of
They
me.
put it right there strategically right
Yeah.
in the way. This, I think, is the last of the 5th dives. 2.2 degree of difficulty. Let's turn that ringer up a little bit. Silence the phones. I should probably make sure I do that.
Yeah, me too.
Nice dive.
And on that we have a 7 and 2 6.5.
Starting our final dive, Brody. Dive 1, 3, 4, 1 has somersaults in height position 1.7.
He wasted no time, just got it right up there. That's a good dive.
6.5, 5.5, and a 6.
This is final dive 401. Inward dive in top position. DD is 1.4.
I think I recognize that photographer down there. I think he took her golf photos.
Yes.
I think with that dive, I'd be scared of hitting my head on the board.
That's a definitely
Gotta-
turn on any of the inward dives.
Yeah. So I got 2 3.5s and a 4 on that dive.
I would be even worse than like on a bat. Inward. Swimmers starting to get up and move their bodies around a little bit.
That's like a nice
looking
dive.
Very nice.
6.5, 7, and another 7.
Well done.
I
think that was his best dive of the day.
Position is 1.8.
It's a good finishing dive by him. A little under rotated.
So we got 2 4.5s and a 4 on that dive.
Trace final dive. Dive reverse. One has somersaults in top position. DD is 2.1.
believe this is the final dive. Let's make it count. Good dive.
Pretty good.
Good dive.
He fell apart just a little bit there, but good degree of difficulty.
So you got a 7, 5, and a 5.5.
That's
2-point
like,
difference.
what are you looking at? Someone's looking at something. All right, put the pool back together. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back as we get ready for FER for swimming.
All right, we are back and about ready to go. I'm going to turn on the camera. That way they can hear who is the starter. Although, I don't know. I think I'm going to turn it off. I changed my mind.
Okay.
They probably want to hear us. So we can talk about the first race now. It is the 200-yard medley relay. One heat, all 8 lanes are taken up. You want to talk about who's swimming?
Yep. So in lane 1, it looks like we got Community. We have Lane Willis, Mason LeCamp,
Lane Wills.
Lane Wills,
Yep.
Mason LeCamp, Oliver Kirk, and Talon Cunningham.
Yep. For those of you, I'm sure most of you, if you're watching here, you kind of know about swim, that you start off with the backstroke.
Okay.
Then it is the breaststroke, then the fly, and then
We are now ready to
finish with the freestyle. So
Here we go.
lane 2 is Normal West, their C team.
We have Silas
I don't think
Korn.
we'll say them all.
Okay.
It's going to take us too long.
In lane 3, we have Pekin Co-op.
Their A team.
In lane 4, we have Normal West again. In lane 5, we have Community. In lane 6, we have Pontiac. 7, we have Pekin. And then 8, we have Normal West.
Will be a battle here between lanes 4 and 5. Cooper Franz and Nolan Pyle, both pretty good backstrokers. Taking a long time to get started. So we got some issues here. Have we ever had technical difficulties?
I don't think ever. I think this
It's a
rare occurrence.
Good start by Nolan Pyle. Off the blocks quite a bit quicker than Cooper. We'll flip over about the same time. Cooper takes about a foot lead, maybe. Pearson Odlin and Sam Grodin in lanes 4 and 5. Pearson Odlin from Normal West. Sam Grodin is a really good 50 breaststroker. He comes out of the gate quick. Sam took a little bit of a lead on Pearson. The fly, Josh Sunkel and Wade Pyle, fresh off of his Yay Nats Junior Nationals trip to Texas. Normal with a little bit of a lead. Looking probably to spread that lead a little bit more. Wade Pyle's just an elite swimmer. Josh Sunkel, really strong swimmer as well. And then Jaxon, Tomera, and Troy Reckamp. Definitely look like Normal Community is going to have a strong showing here. The pool record is 136.63. And that is going to be in jeopardy. And that is a new pool record.
Wow.
For Normal Community. Takes the pool record away from U-High that did it in 2010 with the time of 136.36. I knew after Wade Pyle finished that that was a possibility that they would come in here and take that pool record. So congratulations to Wade Pyle, Nolan Pyle, Sam Grodin, and Troy Reckamp finishing it up. Looks like Normal West did not finish. They're in lane 4. Obviously something wrong with the lane timers there. Okay. You didn't recognize, Addie, that our camera was...
Oh, boy.
Sorry about that. To those of you who are watching, not a very good view of that race. So 200 medley relay.
Boys, 200-yard freestyle. There are 2 heats.
Now
Mr. Referee.
it is event number 2. We have the 200-yard freestyle. In lane 3, we have Paul Barron. Lane 4, we have Abi. How do we think we say this last name?
Lane 3.
Hari
Community, Paul.
Krishan.
Lane 4.
And in lane 5, we have Bryce Hawk, all from Normal Community.
Bryce Hawk.
It looks like lane 5 is taking the lead. Lane 5, Bryce Hawk is still in the lead. We have Abi Harikishan in lane 4, and then Paul Barron in lane 3. And Bryce Hawk finishes with a time of 2:02. Still got 2 swimmers out there.
All right, I'm back. So it's going to be a little bit before we get the data up there on the live stream. So you might notice that there's a ticker at the bottom. I have to wait until the results come up on the mobile. So sometimes it takes a little while. But the thing on the right side, bottom right side, says which event is live. And we are on the second heat of the boys, obviously boys, 200-yard freestyle. Some of these last names are difficult to pronounce. You just
But we're
do your
gonna
best.
just try our
That's
best.
the way I do.
Let's get started.
All right, in lane 1, we have Vihan via Bulgaria from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Nick Dugan from Pontiac. In lane 3, we have Adam Miller from Pekin. Lane 4, we have Josh Sunkel from Normal West. Lane 5, we have Lane Wills from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Logan Pakula from Pontiac. In lane 7, we have Blake Dietrich from Pekin. And then in lane 8, we have Josh Beerbaum from Normal West.
Like we got Josh Sunkel and Lane Wills in the lead right now. Josh Sunkel looks like he's got about a half lead going into the fourth 25. So almost halfway through. Josh Sunkel taking a little bit over a 1 length lead. Lane 1 is Vihan Vijay. Sorry, I didn't say that very well. He looks like he's in 3rd. Josh Beerbaum in 4th. Josh Sunkel a no time yet this year. Lane Wills C time of 1:59. Sunkel about a 5 length lead going into the last 50. Josh Beerbomb, lane 8, trying to catch up with Vihan, but does not look like he's going to be able to do it. And Josh Sunkel first serves the wall at 154.58. So Lane Will's going to add a little bit of time on his personal best to 202.37.
Got third in lane 1 with 2:06.28.
That was Vihan with the 206, right? Now Josh with a 210.14 for Josh Beerbomb.
And then in lane 3 in 5th place, we have
Adam Miller.
Adam Miller from Pekin. And then
14 years old, looks like, so he must be a freshman.
Event 3, the boys 200-yard IM. There is one heat in this event.
We're on to the
Mr. Referee.
200 IM. Wade Pyle, again, coming back from his stint at the Junior Nationals tournament in Texas at the University of Texas. Did very well there.
Lane 1 for normal community.
in lane 1, we have Ethan Art from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Vish Srikanth from Normal Community. In lane 3, we have Devin Lamb from Pekin. In lane 4, we have Cooper Franz from Normal West. In lane 5, we have Wade Pyle from Community. Lane 6, we have Ian Gayton from Community. In lane 7, we have Luke Stout from Pekin. And then in lane 8, we have Mason Montgomery from Normal West.
Mason Montgomery.
That swimmer in lane 4 sounds a little bit familiar.
Yes, he does. He would do well just to keep up with Wade Pyle and be within a couple lengths of him. Wade, again, a really elite swimmer. Cooper's been just trying to work on his endurance and trying to maintain his strength in the IM. He's been a pretty good front halfer, and his back half has been a little weak. So let's see if he can work on that. The breaststroke is one of those that you got to have some energy to do it correctly. So Wade pulling out again. He's got about a 4-length lead on Cooper. Has a very, very strong start.
It's nice when you get to announce swim meets like this because you get to announce and watch your son
Yes,
swim
it
all
is
at the
nice.
same time.
It is no doubt nice. Looks like the pool record is safe. It's Andrew Loy. It's a very solid time, 150.19. Cooper's going to be just inside 2 minutes, which is kind of what he was hoping for, 159.62. 150.19, very solid. About a second off the pool record.
Looks like Ethan Arndt from Community just placed third with a time of 2:15 exactly.
Yeah, Ethan, very strong swimmer, kind of typically a 500 swimmer. Not sure if he'll be swimming the 500 today.
In 5th, we have Devin Lamb from Pekin with a time of 2:45.46.
Mason Montgomery coming in 4th from Normal West. It's strong, solid swim from Mason.
Event 4, the boys 50-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats in this event. Mr. Referee.
All right, so we're getting ready for the 50-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats. Looks like these are all Normal West swimmers. We have Ethan Rock in lane 3, Jaxon Leslie in lane 4, and Silas Horn in lane 5. And it looks like we don't have that third swimmer in lane 3. It's just Jaxon Leslie and Silas Horn.
Heat 2.
Now we're getting ready for the second heat of the 50-yard freestyle. All right. In lane 1 from Normal West, we have Clay Marshall. In lane 2 from Pontiac, we have Nefali Schaefer. In lane 3 from Pekin, we have Thomas Simonson. In lane 4 from Normal Community, we have Ben Drake. In lane 5 from Normal West, we have Hunter Thompson. In lane 6 from Pontiac, we have Peyton Price. In lane 7 and from Pontiac, we have Josiah Broman. In lane 8 from Pontiac, we have Chris Sanchez. That swimmer in lane 5 is my freshman this year for the FMP. It's nice to get to see him swim. And it looks like in first we had Clay Marshall with a time of 27:10.
Heat 3.
And now we're getting ready for heat 3. All right, in lane 1 from Normal Community, we have Leo Recamp. In lane 2 from Pontiac, we have Max Richard. In lane 3 from Pekin, we have Jason Zimmerman. In lane 4 from Normal West, we have Hoyt Carter. Lane 5 from Normal Community, we have Talon Cunningham. In lane 6 from Pontiac, we have Brody Carr. In lane 7 from Pekin, we have Trey Ohl. And in lane 8, we have Evan Herbst from Normal West.
Tell you what, you got to say those names pretty fast, don't
Yeah.
you?
By the
Looks like
time I'm
lane
done.
6, Brody Carr from Pontiac with a time of 23.64. And in second place was Hoyt Carter from Normal West. Good swim for Hoyt. Usually
10-minute
after
break.
the 53, we've got a 10-minute break, and that's what we have. So you want to take a break or you want to talk swim?
Can talk swim.
All right. I'll be entering in some scores here. I'm pretty much caught up. We don't have any team scores for you guys, so we won't be putting team scores up there for today, but we are putting the individual results at the bottom. Any races that stuck out to you?
Maybe the most recent one, the 50-yard freestyle. I feel like by the time I was done saying those names of the second and third heat, the race was over. I look up and
they're
they're done.
fast. Just to give you an idea, Wade Pyle just swam a 20.33, I believe, at Junior Nationals. Now that's tech suit, tapered, and in a really fast pool at the University of Texas. So
That's
these guys gave you
crazy.
an extra 3 seconds to be
Yeah.
able to announce. These guys are fast. It's fun to watch the 50 free because you get to see the strong kicks. And so we are about a third of the way through the meet. The actual meet itself goes pretty fast. The diving portion takes a little while.
Yeah.
Obviously, got to give people time to kind of prep and stuff like that. So
Yeah. Definitely faster than the girls' meet I did, but simply because there were a lot more teams.
yes, only
at
4
that girls'
teams
meet.
makes a big difference. There's only been 2 different events so far that have had
Yeah.
more than one heat. That definitely makes a difference.
For sure. I've noticed that some of the boys wearing swim caps have some of their hair, if they have longer hair, not fully in the swim cap.
Yes.
And I'm just wondering, do you know why that is?
I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably, especially in this type of meat, it's not a
A
dual
huge
meat,
deal.
a quad meat is not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I know sometimes people will double on a regular meat or a real meat. Not that this is a fake meat, but a championship meat, they will double cap.
Gotcha.
So good time for people to be able to right here cool down and warm up both at the same time.
Yeah.
What do we got coming ahead? We could probably take a look at that. It's like the 100 fly.
Got 100-yard freestyle.
Leo Ruckamp, I think, is a freshman. Matt Chapman from Normal West and Oliver Kirk are in the first heat. Second heat, we got Sam Grodine, senior from Normal Community, is a breaststroke specialist, but he can definitely swim the butterfly. Mason Montgomery from West. Xander Porritt, who's been around for a while. He's a senior at Pekin. Cooper Franz. Wade Pyle. Wade is an elite swimmer, period, but he's really good at the fly, so expect another victory from Wade. Hudson Simmons from Pontiac, don't know him. Blake Dietrich, looks like he's a sophomore from Pekin. Josh Sunkel, senior from Normal West. So that should be a pretty fast heat.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can get the 53 result in, so I'll mute myself for a moment.
Looks like we have a total of 12 events. And after this break, we'll be moving on to event number 6, which we mentioned is the 100-yard butterfly. Looks like we have 2 more relays coming up.
In third place from Pontiac High School, Pekin Hines with a score of 175.05. In second place, also from Pontiac, Brady Carr with a score of 183.25. And the winner of this evening's competition from Pekin High School, Trey Holt, with a score of 217.85.
Sounds like those were the scores for the diving part, and it sounds like a diver from Pekin got first, and then second and third was two Pontiac swimmers, divers.
Yep.
Also happy to announce this evening a new pool record in the men's 200-yard medley relay from Normal Community High School with a time of 1.36.36. Swimming backstroke, Nolan Pyle. Swimming breaststroke, Sam Brogine. Swimming butterfly, Wade Pyle. Swimming freestyle, Troy Recant. Congratulations.
I'm sure recognizing Normal Community for getting the pool record.
A few.
Just off of the school record. The school record was, I believe, done at the IHSA state meet, 136.01. At one point, there was a possibility last year that our relay team was going to break that record, but tough backstroke conditions at the IHSA meet, they didn't allow starting blocks, and so at that pool you slip a lot. The backstroke, and that cost them an opportunity to get that record. That would have been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Mr. Referee.
So we're on heat one. We already kind of talked about who this is. So
In lane 4 for Normal Community, Leo Recamp. Lane 5.
Looks like in lane 4 we have Leo Recamp from Normal Community. Lane 5 we have Matthew Chapman from Normal West, and then in lane 6 we have Oliver Kirk from Community. And it looks like Oliver Kirk in lane 6 is taking that lead.
yeah, he is swimming strong, making it seem like maybe he should have been in the second heat.
Yeah.
But sometimes you don't know until you know, and this is Normal West's only second meet, third meet, actually.
Hmm.
A lot of people had a meet scheduled this weekend, but all those things were canceled.
Yeah.
So,
The roads were bad this weekend. Couldn't go anywhere.
yeah, both, I believe, Normal Community and Normal West, maybe not Normal Community, but Normal West was supposed to be at the END, Peoria Notre Dame invite.
All right, and it looks like Oliver Kirk from Normal Community beat his seed time by about a second and placed first.
101.49. It's a solid. And if you look at the second heat,
Oh, sorry.
that would have definitely got him in to that heat. So
For sure. And then we had Leo Recamp from Normal Community placed second with a time of 1:25.
2.
And now it's time for Heat 2, the 100-yard.
Visitor start.
one of the things you notice when you look at like weight house, how good his underwater are, how much further ahead he is. Cooper and Josh Sunkel are both very strong fly swimmers. But Wade, just his underwater just puts him so far ahead.
Lane 8, Josh Sunkel. Normal West.
Cooper's having a pretty good race here. I mean, Wade is tapered, finishing up his taper basically, because he getting tapered for his national meet. So he's in his peak physical condition and ready to race, whereas Cooper has been, doing long practices. So that makes it a little more difficult. So a solid 49.43 and a very good 51.81. Those are both really good times. Mid-season, Josh Sunkel 56.6. No, I'm sorry, 57.89. That's Sam Grosjean, I believe, in lane 1. Is that correct? It's 56.60.
Yep.
Lane 3, Xander Porritt from Pekin. So, good, solid race by both
Event
of those.
7, the boys 100-yard freestyle.
All right, now it's time for event 7. We're doing the 100-yard freestyle. There are 3 heats in this race.
Visitors start.
Lane 4.
All right, it looks like in lane 4 we have Bryce Hawk from Normal Community, and then in lane 5 we have Mahir Kulkarni from Normal Community. I feel like there have been a lot of races today, specifically with the first heat, that it's been the same school racing against each other. Don't know if that's a normal occurrence or not, but
Yeah, I think that is pretty common. Some of the swimmers or some of the teams just have more swimmers. And some of them maybe, especially at this point in the season, maybe have more times as well.
And I remember last swim meet that I announced, we had Normal West graduate Skylar Mayer here. And I asked him if he thought it was more competitive when racing against his teammates than other swimmers. And he said, yes, absolutely. It's a whole different thing. So in first place, we had Bryce Hawk with a time of 58.01. We're getting ready for the second heat of the 100-yard freestyle.
That's out of 3, so we get another one after this.
Visitors start.
In lane 2, we have Vihan Vigara, Normal Community. In lane 3, we have Landon DeRosa from Pekin. In lane 4, we have Maddox Schweitzer from Normal West. In lane 5, we have Dhruv Joshi from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Ben Drake from Normal Community. In lane 7, we have Manis Milani from Normal Community. And in lane 8, we have Silas Horn from Normal West. With some of these last names, I've been trying to see how the announcer over the speaker in here pronounces them and then going off of that.
I cannot see that far, but I think that Wade Pyle might have broken another pool record.
I can't see that far either,
I think
but
it's 49.7 for the 100 fly.
I'm surprised you can see that almost, and I
Well, I
can't.
have good vision far away. Just
He
not
says with glasses on.
necessarily-
In first place, we had Dhruv Joshi from Normal Community. We're getting ready for the
3.
final and third heat this race.
Visitors start.
In lane 1, we have Talon Cunningham from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Zach Bumpus from Pontiac. Lane 3, we have Elijah Porritt from Pekin. In lane 4, we have Jaxon Tomera from Normal West. In lane 5, we have Troy Reckham from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Logan Pakula from Pontiac. In lane 7, we have Colton Cecile from Pekin. And then in lane 8, we have Hoyt Carter from Normal West.
Carter.
In first place, we have Troy Rectamp from Normal Community with a time of 51.9. Looks like,
Solid. It's a good 0.25 drop.
yeah.
Good race for Troy.
Event 8, the boys 500-yard freestyle. There is one heat in this event.
All right. Now it's the longest
fun one.
race. The 500-yard
Luckily,
freestyle.
there's only one heat.
There is only one heat.
Give me an opportunity to kind of get caught up on the individual results, although I am here, and I do believe I took a picture and zoomed in. I do believe that's another pool record
Right.
for Wade Pyle. It is not a school. Well, he doesn't race for our school, but our school record is, I think, slightly faster than that. Justin always forget how to whatever. I think he got like 4th in state that year in the 100 fly. So.
All right. So once again, this is the 500-yard freestyle. In lane 1, we have Lane Wills from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Abhi Harikishnan from Normal Community. In lane 3, we have Adam Miller from Pekin. In lane 4, we have Pearson Odlin from Normal West. In lane 5, we have Nolan Pyle from Normal Community. In lane 6, for Pontiac, we have Owen Mashing. In lane 7, we have Devin Lamb from Pekin. And then in lane 8, we have Josh Beerbaum from Normal West. Now, I know heats kind of go by time and skill level, kind of, but does your placement in the lanes go by your skill at all, or is
Yeah.
it kind of at random?
In general, they put, like in these meets, they don't put teammates right next to each other. But in a normal race, in a normal meet, the fastest in an 8-lane pool, the fastest lane is lane 4,
Okay.
then lane 5, then lane 3, then lane 6, then lane 2, then lane 7, then lane 1, then lane 8, or something
Gotcha.
like that.
Gotcha.
So in general, the fastest swimmers
Are in the middle.
If it's a prelims finals meet, like they are sometimes in the larger club swim meets, in the prelims, they do something called circle seating. So the fastest 3 heats, the fastest swimmer will be in the middle lane of the last heat. The second fastest swimmer will be in the middle lane of the second fastest heat. The third fastest swimmer will be in the middle lane of the third, and then they'll just fan out from there. So
Gotcha.
there's a little advantage, but when you're on the outside and you're doing well, they call that outside smoke. You see
Gotcha.
someone, and sometimes that happens. Maybe someone didn't have a good prelims race, or maybe they haven't swam it for quite some time, and they're not seated very well, but they end up winning the race. So. But you definitely, as you're in the middle lanes and you're creating a little bit of waves,
Yeah.
and so the people are having to swim against your waves sometimes. So, all right, I'm gonna update. We'll be right back.
Sounds like we have some swimmers on their last lap with that ring of the cowbell. And in first place, we had lane 5, Nolan Pyle from Normal Community with a time of 4 minutes and 55 seconds. And he did not have a seed time.
Yeah, that's a solid race. I mean, they're just within a second of each other. They swim together for the heat, Champaign County heat. Both really good sub 5 minute swims. I'm guessing that's the first time they both swam sub 5 minutes. That's kind of a benchmark. Both really good swimmers. And I actually think that might be an event that Pearson ends up swimming at sectionals. At sectionals, you have to pick 2 events that you're swimming at, and it's got to be something that you think you can advance in, and the only way you advance is either win or hit the cut time, and the cut times are really difficult to get. To give you an idea, last year at sectionals, I believe Wade Kyle made the cut time in both of his events.
Wow.
Cooper made the cut time in one of his events. And maybe there was one other swimmer.
Yeah.
So if they didn't win their events, they weren't going to state.
Yeah.
So it's kind of got to pick and look and see. And that's I don't think Nolan Kyle will probably be swimming the 500 free. That's probably not one of his best races. But last year he advanced in the 200 free. He's become a very good backstroker.
Event 9, the boys.
How long is the boys' swim season? It just started, didn't it?
It started not too long ago, and it goes through the very beginning of March, basically.
Gotcha.
We're on to the 200
Freestyle?
freestyle relay. We have 2 heats, obviously. Oh no, we only have 1 heat. No, we do have 2.
We have 2.
I was gonna say that doesn't sound right to me.
In lane 3, we have Normal Community. In lane 4, we have Normal West. And in lane 5, we have Normal Community.
4, Normal West, Jacqueline Schweitzer, Leslie Horn. Lane 5, Normal Community, Dayton, Circana.
I like watching the 200 free relay. It's kind of a battle of quickness. I'm trying to look here and see. Looks like Normal West is stacking their 200 free relay, probably to see how they can do. Normal Community is not stacking their free relay, as Wade Pyle is probably saving it up for the what he's probably doing, to be honest. He's probably going to be the leadoff of the 400 free relay, and he's probably going to try to break a school record. Wouldn't be surprised on the 100 free, or not school, a pool record. The 100 free, Jaxon Aaron's cannot read that, but definitely if that's 48 or something like that, he will crush that record. So if you lead off on a relay, then your time counts. If you're
Okay.
not leading off, your time does not count because you can see the person coming in, so you get a head start basically. Like you can get your momentum going. The only thing that has to happen is your toe has to still be on the block for it to be okay. But in a start, you have to listen or look for the horn or the light, the strobe, and so it takes a half second
Yeah.
so to react to that. So that's why the second, third, and fourth legs don't count for any records. But the first one is a legitimate
Gotcha.
race. Still waiting for the 500 free results to come up. I believe we can congratulate Wade Kyle again for another record. Record for the 100 fly. 49.7 Williamson from U-High used to own that record.
Let's get started. Let's get started.
All right, there goes heat 2 for the freestyle relay. We have normal community in lane 1, Pontiac in lane 2, Pekin in lane 3, normal west in lane 4, community in lane 5, Pontiac in lane 6, and Pekin in lane 7, and then normal west in lane 8.
5, normal community, with Camp Kyle finishing in the front. Lane 6, Pontiac cars.
Super France with a nice 22.42 start. That's pretty solid. I think that's just maybe a little. I think 22.2 is his best. Normal West, a little bit of a lead here. With Josh Sunkel. Pearson Odlin, is that correct? The third leg. But now Jaxon Tomera, Pearson Odlin is on the blocks. I should have noticed that. And it's going to be Pearson Odlin versus Ethan Arndt for the last leg. And we'll definitely but Pearson, a pretty strong freestyle swimmer. A little bit of a lead here on Ethan Arndt. Ethan, good turnaround, but looks like Pearson is going to finish this race off. It would be a 132.93. A little less than a second ahead of normal community. Third place, lane 7. That is Pekin Co-op. It's like lane 1. Normal community is in 4th. I think I might have said Pekin, but it's Pontiac that's in lane 6. Switch that around. I apologize. We'll be moving to the 100 back after a short break. I believe they have a 5-minute break after 200 freestyle relay. Pontiac's B team is finishing up lane 2.
Folks, we have another pool record tonight in the boys 100-yard butterfly tonight. Swimming from Normal Community High School, Wade Pyle with a time of 49.43.
Thanks to Wade Kyle. I think he's probably going to be taking in a decent amount of pool records.
Yeah.
Although this is kind of a perfect storm for him because he has been tapering for the national meet, whereas a lot of these kids during the high school season are not. So it's kind of a pretty good timing for him. But I think that he'll definitely have chances to get some cool records at normal community. He already owns a couple of their records. So
That's great.
it looks to be a pretty solid season for him. He's committed to swim at Oakland University, which you know where that is, right? No,
No.
it's in Oakland, Michigan,
Oh.
a suburb of Detroit. A lot of people, when you say Oakland, you think of California, but it is Oakland in Oakland in Michigan. So
Just through my mic.
yeah, just throw that wherever. Okay, well, I'm gonna put myself on mute and see if I can't update our results from the 500 free and the 200-yard free relay.
Do you know if it's in that extra?
The pool is now closed.
Sam didn't do that. I didn't even recognize that happened. I'm like, but I know if you get out of the pool and cross the pain line, right? That's what we're supposed to do. I don't know. Yeah, what's true? I would say you hold them. I check my head. Lane is the one that swam the extra. Right, but Sue was Lane got didn't Lane's up and he's got third. Oh, they gave it to him. Or they get sky right on. But yep, that was it. Okay, that's good. That's what you back. You know, you have to take it will be food for that in a second.
Event 10, the boys 100-yard backstroke. There are 2 heats in this event. Mr. Referee.
All right. Looks like this is event 10, the 100-yard backstroke.
Mr. Starter. Mr. Starter.
In lane 4, we have Normal West, Jaxon Leslie. In lane 5, we have Normal Community, Menace Milani. And in lane 6, we have Normal West, Matthew Chapman.
Lane 6 from Normal West, Matthew Chapman.
All right, I'm back. It's definitely different without the headset on.
It is.
I can obviously hear you because you're right next to me,
Yeah.
but it's hard to know exactly how we're sounding.
Yeah.
We're going to find out later on, but
Yeah.
sometimes, when you're doing 2 live streams in one night, this is kind of what you have to do.
Hey, my friend Zoe let me know that she was tuning in,
And
so
is she listening? Did
I'm-
she say anything?
I mean, I'm gonna guess that she can hear us because she knew it was me. So
That is good. I listened for a few seconds earlier, and it did sound like
good.
that we were
Yeah, it's
sounding
definitely
good. You were sounding good. I don't know about me.
different. You can't hear as well, but then you realize how loud it gets in here without the headset on too. So
I just noticed that I have the camera on, so I'm going to turn the camera off right now just to see. We're going to be doing another live stream when we play or when we face Peoria Notre Dame, and then we're going to try to do intercity, which is at Normal Community, and then sectionals, which is here. And so it's nice to test different things.
Yeah.
For those, I'm sure we'll be using the headsets, but it's nice to know whether the camera mic distracts from the experience or makes it better so you can hear the announcer, hear the kids, cheering each other on and stuff like that.
for sure. It looks like for the first heat of the 100-yard backstroke in first place, we had Menace Milani from Community with a time of 1:29, and then second place about 10 seconds behind him.
Heat 2 of 2. We got Jaxon, Tomera in lane 4. Elijah Porritt, senior from Pekin. He's has the fastest seed time, but Ethan Arndt's a pretty good backstroker as well. So should be a good race there in the middle.
Mr. Starter.
All right, in lane 1, we have Oliver Kirk from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Drew Joshi from Normal Community. Lane 3, we have Elijah Porritt from Pekin. In lane 4, we have Jackson Tomera from Normal West. Lane 5, we have Ethan Arndt from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Max Reinhardt from Pontiac. In lane 6, we have Lane 7, we have Xander Porritt, Pekin. In lane 8, we have Hunter Thompson from Normal West.
It's like Ethan Arndt taking a little bit of a lead.
All right, my friend said, don't worry, she can hear us just fine.
good.
So
I also got a message from the kid's grandma saying that she's watching, and my daughter Zoe's watching down in Edwardsville, which is nice.
good.
So nice to see that people are taking advantage. Got Cooper Franz here. Ethan Arndt winning the 100 back in a time of 1 minute, 0.17 seconds. Any comments on that?
Good race. It's good comments. Good comment.
Man, a few words.
Yes. Well, we have one more individual to race. That's a 100-yard breaststroke. We have 2 heats. You want to announce the second heat? No? Okay. All right, I'm going to go off the air.
All right.
Breaststroke. There are 2 heats.
We have 2 heats coming up for the 100-yard breaststroke.
Let's get started.
In lane 3, we have Landon DeRosa from Pekin. Lane 4, we have Maddox Schweitzer from Normal West. Lane 5, we have Ian Gayton from Normal Community. In lane 6, we have Paul Baran from Normal Community. In lane 7, we have Vish Srikanth from Normal Community. And it appears that lane 5 is taking the lead. That would be Ian Gayton from Normal Community. He has a seed time of 1:25.27.
This is what I'm gonna do. What do you mean? I think 150 is something like that.
Looks like in first place we have Ian Gayton from Normal Community, beating his seed time by about 4 seconds with a time of 1:21. And then in second place, we had Landon DeRosa from Pekin with a time of 1:30. Third place, we had Maddox Schweitzer from Normal West with a time of 1 minute and about 40 seconds.
Heat 2.
You guys say let's go.
All right, now it is time for the second heat of this event.
Let's get started.
All right, in lane 1, we have Mason LeCamp from Normal Community. In lane 2, we have Zach Bumpus from Pontiac. Lane 3, we have Luke Stout from Pekin. Lane 4, we have Pearson Odlin from Normal West. Lane 5, we have Sam Grogene from Normal Community. Lane 6, we have Nick Dugan from Pontiac. In lane 7, we have Jordan Cox from Pekin. And then lane 8, we have Evan Herbst from Normal West.
This is a fun race. Sam Grogene and Pearson Odlin are both their best strokes. Sam a senior, Pearson a junior. These two battle it out in club swim. Looks like Sam's got about a length on him, maybe a half. Both good times. I mean, these won't be best times, but they're in the, start of season.
That was a close race.
Just above a minute. Good times.
Second.
And clearly they are elite breaststrokers as, the next person still swimming about, 11, 12 seconds behind. Still good swim. Minute 15.04. That is Mason LeCamp, who I believe is a freshman. Really good, solid swimmer. He used to swim for the Funky Fish. He went after some of Cooper's records that he had gotten a couple times. I don't know if he got any of them, but he was really close.
The boys 400-yard freestyle relay. There is one heat in this event.
All right, so this is the final event.
Sorry that I was not keeping track of that last event. My fault. 403 relay. Sometimes I become a spectator.
It happens.
That's the different driver.
All right, so this is the boys 400-yard freestyle relay. In lane 1, we have normal community, Sam Grosjean. Lane 2, Pontiac, we have Logan Pula. Lane 3, we have Pekin, Adam Miller. Lane 4, we have normal West, Hoyt Carter. Lane 5, we have normal community, Troy Reckamp. Lane 6, we have Pontiac, Brody Carr. Lane 7, we have Pekin, Devin Lamb. And lane 8, community, Leo Reckamp.
Yeah, that's Wade Pyle in the middle. He's going for a 100 freestyle, and I think he's going to get it. I don't think there's any way he's not going to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's another pool record. And that's a record that won't get beat. I don't know if ever. He beat the pool record by several seconds.
Wow.
What was the record before?
56-4.
No.
That's what we needed to do.
46?
46-4.
Yeah, that's another solid record for Wade Pyle. 4 for 4 on records. So as we kind of wind down, just to let people know, I think maybe I said this before, pretty much as the last person hits the wall, we are going to cut our broadcast because I need to announce a basketball game in a short while, and the basketball live stream needs the equipment. So
Of course.
we apologize for those of you who are hoping to get a summary of the meet. I think probably the best summary I can make is Wade Pyle broke 4 pool records today.
Yeah.
That's not too bad, but a lot of other really good swims. There's a lot of good swimmers. I hope, that obviously Pontiac is pretty close. Pekin is pretty close. That Central Illinois continues to develop good swimmers. COVID kind of hit the swimming world hard. Weren't allowed to swim. A lot of people kind of gave it up at that point. So looking, and we talked about this for the girls, Normal West had 1 freshman last year.
Oh.
I'm not sure how many freshmen Normal Community had, but it wasn't that many. So solid swim for the Normal Community Ironman 3:20. So quite a bit off of the pool record. They did not get a pool record on that relay. The pool record looks like 3:09.55 from U-High. That's a really solid pool record. So second place for that race was also Normal Community. Is that correct? Got to look back. We
Already.
closed the
sheet.
Normal Community was 1 and 2, dominated that relay. Lane 6 Pontiac took 3rd place. 4th place was Pekin Co-op. 5th place was Normal West. And that does it. So we are going to end our broadcast. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed swim. Addie, thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Appreciate it. We'll do it again sometime.
Yeah, I'll be here in January.
All right, sounds good. We're